Hey there, good people, welcome. So we're in year 4 of my 5-year plan, and Q1 just kind of flew by, like really flew by. I was like, wow, it's about to be April. April's gonna be busy, May's gonna be busy, June. So we're just getting back into life. That's what we're doing out here in these streets. And so life has gotten pretty busy, but I didn't want to let Q1 pass without giving you all an update on how my goals are going and how year 4 of this plan is shaping up. So first I'm going to give you an update on all 8 of my goals, and then I'll tell you a little bit about what I'm planning for Q2. So my first goal is to lose 20 pounds. And so in Q1, that was a lot of me trying to figure out how exactly I could lose weight. And then I threw Invisalign into the mix. And so in Q1, I did lose 6.4 pounds. That didn't really start until mid-February. I would say from January to Valentine's Day, I was just kind of floundering. I was trying and then failing, and it wasn't until I started on February 14th, I sat down and I wrote a blog post and I shared what I look like, and I shared my opening stats, and I committed to writing a blog post every day for accountability. I really needed accountability, which is funny because I have a whole video talking about the importance of accountability and achieving your goals, and I just hadn't set it up for myself in this goal. And since getting like really serious about it in the middle of February, I have done pretty well. Getting Invisalign did trip me up a little because I don't want to eat on the days that it hurts, and that doesn't help you lose weight, right? Starvation only works for a second, right? And then also microblading. I got my eyebrows microbladed twice, once the initial and once for the up or the like touch up. And I could not exercise for 10 days afterwards. And so I did lose weight in those weeks, but I probably could have lost more if I could have exercised. But I mean, I'm grateful for that time because it forced me to focus on food. And at this point, I definitely have both together, the fitness and the food. And so I'm pretty confident that I'll reach this goal in Q2. And then the second goal was to grow my blog traffic. And I was gonna do that through Pinterest, just making sure I pin every day. And though I didn't pin every day, I pinned most days, and I was able to grow my blog traffic by 1,000 page views a month. And so I really wanted to do 6%, and I definitely met that. And surpassed it. And so now I'm posting every day about weight loss, so I'm not really concerned about growing the blog anymore in Q2, but doing that in Q1 definitely helped me know that I could grow it and to exactly how to. And so that will be very useful as the year goes and I try to meet that particular goal, the end result of that goal. Then I really went hard on the goal of reinvigorating my personal maintenance routine. I really wanted to just get back into the swing of things, because when we are like really meeting again, everybody's back into it. As a fundraiser, as like my main job, it's a lot easier to go between work and events and things when my personal maintenance routine is like clockwork, right? And I hadn't even found everybody here to do what I normally get done before the pandemic. And so it was really important to me that I find everybody, like the person to get my pedicures and manicures, my gynecologist, my GP, my dentist, my eyebrow person. Like I just really went in and got all that done, and I even got Invisalign, which I had really planned to do in 2019, and then early 2020 I was like, I was gonna get it, and so I finally got it. And that goal is definitely going well, and so I've transformed it for Q2. But yeah, it's definitely like I'm back. And then in the way of work and like the professional realm, I went ahead and created a new networking workflow, because I really hadn't done that since the beginning of the pandemic. But like so much has changed, right? And how you network and how you meet new people and bring people into my network has really changed. And I really just needed a workflow for that, to make sure I'm touching base with people I would normally just see, so I wasn't really thinking, hey, you need to call this person, etc. Let them know you're here. And I really worked on that in Q1, and that served me well so far in Q2, especially like in the way of consulting clients and just potential future opportunities. And so I'm really glad I took the time to do that, because it's something that I want to progress as the year goes. And also I had a second career goal having to do with like really staying in touch with our donors, because my job is fundraising, having to do with that. And I really did that very well. And I'm proud of that for sure, because really nonprofits, especially in the arts, are kind of on a struggle bus right now, hoping for things to open back up. And so I'm proud of that work that I've been doing. And then financially, I wanted to pay down 2 of my credit cards, and I did that. I didn't pay as much on debt as I wanted. Like my car is really, I really wanted to pay more on that, but that's because I spent more than I should have. But at least I paid off the credit cards like I wanted to. And in Q2, I want to focus on saving. So yeah, it is what it is. I met the goal, but I'm not completely satisfied with how I handled my finances in Q1. But I'm hoping with my new planner and tracking my daily spending, it will curb some of my impulse spending and help me meet my Q2 goal. And then of course I had 21 and 21, which is my play goal. It's the goal to basically allow me a bit more freedom, time to myself, and just get me out and doing things. And I did that in a big way. I went hiking every month to mountains around Atlanta, I went and just explored and just had time alone, out and about in a very safe way. But I really think that went a long way in my mental health, and me just kind of getting out of my introvert box and like breaking out of it again, so that I can really kind of be okay when the world is really back open. And I really enjoyed it too. Like I met some new people hiking, and it was just such a good time. It was so cathartic. It was what I needed. And then my last goal for Q1 was to create a brand guide. And this was to help me get clarity, right? I needed clarity on what I was trying to do with my YouTube channel, and what I really wanted it to say, what it was about. And I tried things, and I really like sat down and defined my brand identity, brand image, all that. And it really led to me realizing that this particular comment cannot be on my other channel. That's more of a beauty and lifestyle channel. This one is more about personal growth and lifestyle. Those on YouTube are 2 different lanes. And so I moved all of this content to this channel. I'm still moving it. You guys will still see more frequent videos than normal. What worried about me always about having 2 channels, I was very worried about maintaining a particular standard. But I decided it's better to just post 1 video a week here that's really good, right? That's really what I want it to be, than to try to meet the same standard that I have on the other channel. And so after I'm done like uploading all the content to this channel from the other channel, I will go to posting once a week, and it will be about personal growth, personal development, and tracking my 5-year plan in hopes that it helps somebody. And so that separation has definitely helped me a lot with having a content workflow, with having a clear brand and message, which is definitely transform my other channel and like my sponsorship opportunities and just opportunities for growth. So that was really a really important thing I did in Q1. And that's all my goals for Q1. So let's talk about Q2 and what I'm doing to continue to grind and work towards those bigger goals. So I'm going to continue the 21 and 21 goal in Q2, my play goal. I do have some things planned around my birthday. I have some things planned, and then I'll roll out from there. I'm going to stick with the hiking group. I know we're going to go see some waterfalls around here and things, so I'm really excited to see how that goes. And then as the world opens up, I definitely want to go to see some live performances, go to museums, and just get out there and see some arts and culture. So I'm really excited about that. Secondly, I need to do a better job of managing my money, because I really want to fully fund my sinking fund and my moving fund. And that's going to be a total as close to $8,000 as I can get it. I know like probably 6,000 is more realistic, but I'm shooting for 8,000. A significant part of that is a moving fund. My sinking funds are almost full, so that's great because I really want those done before I move, but I also want my moving fund to be pretty padded, just so I have all that I need when I am ready to move. I can hire the movers I need to hire. I can also furnish things in my apartment that I need to initially get started. And I'd also like to keep at least 1 month rent. And so that's where that $8,000 comes into play. So I really need to manage my money well in Q2. And then next, I want to grow my online presence by 5,000 followers. So that's between YouTube, Instagram, and the blog. And the blog is more my mailing list, but that's really seriously ambitious. Realistically, that is probably like 2,000, but we'll see what happens. You know, I'm gonna go hard in the paint, and if I don't reach this goal, that's okay. I'm not gonna be crushed, but I'm definitely gonna go for it, right? And see what I can do, what comes out of it. And then building on the career things, I'm gonna build my professional credentials by attending more professional development. There is a credential I want in my arena, but you have to do more professional development in order to get there. And so I will do at least once a month something in the way of professional development so I can get that credential in time. And also within like the professional realm, now that I have the networking workflow in place, I want to grow my professional relationships. So I will work to attend more like even virtual things to grow my network and really just grow the possibilities as far as my future goes. And the last goals are pretty much personal, right? I want to take care of my body and lose those other pounds to get to the 20-pound goal. If I don't hit 20 pounds, that's okay. But I really want to do the best I can over these next 3 months to get, you know, wherever my body wants to settle. I think that's kind of where I am with that. And then I'm working on dressing well again when I leave the house. You know, I want to practice that. I've done okay, but like now that we're gonna be back into the swing of things, I want to remember all that I used to do when I left the house, and make sure that I'm always putting my best self forward when I leave the house. And it's not like arduous for me if I practice it now, making sure that all my clothes are in good working order, getting rid of anything I need to get rid of, and just kind of practice how I used to do things and how I want to continue. And last but not least, I need to market my content. And this is something I do terribly, like absolutely terribly. But if I want to reach my goal, I've got to 1, consistently post on Instagram, something I'm terrible at, and 2, market my content. So that means like posting on the community tab to let people know, hey, there's a new video. Make sure you watch it, right? Talk about it in my stories. There's a new video. Post it on Pinterest. I just need to work on marketing my content. Take that a bit more seriously in order to grow. I do have a lot of potential to grow, but I can't do that if I don't put the effort into letting people know that there's content out there for me. And so that's something I'm going to work on in Q2. I'll tell you more about how I'm doing it along the way. And I'll also tell you how it turns out at the end of Q2, where we're going to be halfway through the year and hopefully back to some semblance of normalcy. So that's how Q1 went for me. I feel like even though in the midst of Q1, I felt like I wasn't working hard enough, I felt like I was not doing what I needed to do. As my therapist reminds me, I'm a hard worker. I don't feel like I am, but I am. Matter of fact, that is my new affirmation. She has me telling myself every day that I am a hard worker because I am. But my standard for myself is pretty high, and so I feel like I'm not working hard enough, but I am. I'm on that grind, and I need to remember that, especially moving into Q2, so I don't stress myself out. So that's it for my Q1 update. In the comments, let me know how your Q1 went. Did it go okay? I mean, I feel like it's fully okay to have just like tried to stay afloat in these pandemic times. I don't think you have to like have the kind of same grind that I have. I think whatever you want it to be is what your life should be. Let me know in the comments how you doing. And until next time, be well, be safe, and find a bit of joy in every day. Bye.